Bengaluru generates around 4,000 million tons of garbage a day, of which 1,200 million tons can be recycled. Samarthanam knows the true power of the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle, and our dry and e-waste management program, Parisara, exemplifies this knowledge. Started by Samarthanam in 2003 to promote environmental sustainability and help ease the burden on Bangalore's growing garbage landfills, this initiative goes straight to the source and drives awareness about the urgency and importance of the need to tackle this issue.
What we started collecting newspapers for making braille notes for visually impaired in early 2001-2 started emerging into a massive environment-related project called Parisara from 2003 onwards.
As an innovative social entrepreneurship model, Parisara employs disabled persons and generates revenue to support Samarthanam's free education program for disabled and disadvantaged children.
Because while doing with Samarthanam, we are doing the environment safety, everything we are doing that, and on top of it they are getting benefited, and that money is being used for their cause. So that is where we got interested, and then we said, okay, we'll go do it together.
This is also a social commercial project where Samarthanam, while contributing its social responsibility for excellent environment, we also generate some revenue which we use it for our welfare programs.
The process begins at the source, with Parisara propagating dry and wet waste segregation across the board at apartment complexes, corporate houses, and educational institutions.
ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ 4-5 ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರು 2 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ. ಈಗ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 40 ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 15 ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಡೋರ್ ಟು ಡೋರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಮನೆಗಳಿಗೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. 2 bin 1 bag ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಜನರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಜನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಮನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಗಾರ್ಬೇಜ್ ಗಾಡಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಕೊಡೋವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ 3rd ರೌಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ದಾಗ BBMP ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫೈನ್ ಹಾಕೋವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 100 tons ಡ್ರೈ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಾದಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪುನರ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾವು ವೇಸ್ಟನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬೈ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮಿಕ್ಕದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ITC ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅದು ರಿಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಪೇಪರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಿಲ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ನೀವು ನೆಸ್ಲೆ, ಸೆರಲಾಕ್ಸು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬೋರ್ಡ್, ಈ ಕೋಲ್ಗೇಟ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಬಾಕ್ಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದರಿಂದನೇ ರಿಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಸರ್.
This program collects, separates, sorts, recycles, and organizes the sale of all dry waste from newspapers and shredded paper to old furniture, glass bottles, clothes, and plastics.
ಎವ್ರಿ ವಾರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೈ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಈ ಪೌರ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು ಮನೆಗಳಿಂದ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಡ್ರೈ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಈಗ 20 ವಾರ್ಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ 60% ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಈ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು 60% ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ.
The program also processes e-waste such as used cartridges, computer peripherals, TVs, tube lights, and the like. You too can contribute to a cleaner Bangalore by donating these items. The world is using more paper than ever before. Nearly 4 billion trees, or 35% of the total trees cut around the world, are used in paper industries in every continent to feed the 400% surge in paper consumption over the last 40 years. This is adding to the ever-growing garbage problem, with India dumping more than 5 million tons of paper every year. Sample this. Every ton of recycled paper can save 17 trees. 380 gallons of oil, 3 cubic yards of landfill space, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7,000 gallons of water. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. With just 14% of dry waste recovery compared with the near 70% recovery in developed countries, India lags far behind and needs to act urgently to help preserve the planet for future generations.
And one more thing we are doing is giving awareness about composting, wet waste.
Home compost.
So the wet waste which you already segregated, that is one step. You can go to the next step. You can compost your wet waste and make your own manure and grow your own vegetables.
And that is the genesis of Parisara's strategic partnership with FMCG major ITC's corporate social responsibility program called WOW, Well-being out of waste.
This WOW is well-being out of waste. We would like to make a sustainable model of livelihood of the social entrepreneurs and the rag pickers who handle the waste as on today.
Recently, we have got into an agreement with ITC to run their CSR WOW program, Well-being Out of Waste. And this project, we see a huge need and future because it helps us to prevent landfilling, it helps us preventing from cutting the trees, and it also helps us encourage people to scientifically manage their waste.
Started in 2015, this program seeks to inculcate the habit of waste segregation at source among households, schools, companies, and industries.
HSR ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ನಿಂದ ಆಗುವಂಥ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರಾಗೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ವೆಂಡರ್ಸಿಗೂ ಅದನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
The program, in collaboration with the Brihat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike, aims to bring nearly 100 wards under its purview and make a big impact on waste management in these areas.
See, we want to scale it up to overall. This year we want to complete 100 wards, which is half of the Bangalore basically. And once we see the success and the pilot which is workable, then we'll move to total Bangalore. That will be 200 watts. That's what we understand there.
This program plan not only helps create sustainable livelihoods for garbage collectors, it also fuels greater community participation and vastly reduced usage and wastage of resources. Samarthanam helps instill the discipline needed to implement this program by following up with residents and also coordinating with BBMP staff to deal with non-compliance.
We have received a very encouraging support from BBMP and also Pollution Control Board. And Government of Karnataka also has shown a lot of encouragement to us, and will be soon approaching Government of India to replicate some of this project, some of these programs in other parts of the country, so that we can create employment for persons with disability.
Parisara is a shining beacon of Samarthanam's core objective of empowerment through developmental initiatives and elevation of the disabled in society through the provision of livelihood opportunities.
So we are in the process of creating value for everything: the environment, the households, the hygiene, and the municipal workers, the rag pickers and all, the additional income for them. And we are looking at a social objective of the municipal worker and rag pickers for the families, for children, for health and their education.
The facility has not only helped tackle an urgent issue that affects the community at large, it has also given the very same society a reason to smile and breathe easy, knowing that the future is in clean hands.
Samarthanam is working with us in Bengaluru, and they are doing a great job. And we wish all the best to Samarthanam to help us to.
Our future plans, one is to expand this program in Bangalore itself, replicate and move into different wards and different parts of the city. and reach out to many companies and commercial establishments, and also partner with education institutions, schools and colleges, and also set up some recycling plants and industries which can create a lot of employment, and a lot of recycling can happen here itself.